Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Play Super Metroid for the Super Nintendo. This game was actually released 20 years ago on March 19th, 1994. And I was in Japan, and then it was released on April 18th, 1994 for North American audiences. So yes, it's the 20th anniversary of this game. And because of that, I'm celebrating it by doing a Let's Play. And this isn't just any Let's Play, this is a 100% completion speed run. And the time is, let's just put it this way, well under an hour and 30 minutes game time. And we're going to go ahead and clear out a game here. And we get a little bit of backstory.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
And this is the first part of the game, and I'm going to breeze through this pretty quickly, but this is actually quite an interesting way of doing a tutorial for the game. We have no enemies, as you can see here, and this introduces us to the jumping mechanics and the running mechanics of the game. And it also introduces us eventually to the fighting mechanics, but briefly, and we'll get to that momentarily. And I like that they give you a bit of backstory as well. Here we have our baby Metroid. But who is this? Basically, this is our first encounter with Ridley. I'm not going to fight him. Basically, as long as you have your energy under about 30, he'll fly away and you'll be able to get out of the station without a problem. I also like how this section here teaches you to hurry it up, which is going to be very important for the last part of the game. Also, this Let's Play is going to be rife with spoilers, so, you know, sorry about that. There's no other way to really do a speed run Let's Play because, let's face it, it's somewhat sequence breaking at times. This isn't going to be the fastest run you've ever seen, but it's fast for me. And now we arrive on the planet, and it's raining. It's a little thundery outside. And just like the last part of the game, the introduction, there are no enemies just yet. And I will be taking quite a few shortcuts. Also in this Let's Play, keep an eye on the right-hand side in the margins every now and then while I do some sort of an odd trick or something that needs a little bit more explaining. I'll have a frame-by-frame replay of it, so you can kind of see what was done there. And I'll try to explain some of the tricks as I get to them as well. This section is pretty straightforward. Just try to do short jumps across here and you'll save some time. Of course, we need to take a left first to get the morph ball, or the morphing ball. And of course, at this point, we are now going to be alerted to, well, aliens on this planet are going to be alerted to our presence. And they're going to wake up and they're going to want to start attacking us. Well, not yet, but soon enough. And as we go to the left, we'll notice that space pirates, the Zebesians, have noticed us. And they're going to start to come after us in droves. Now this long shaft right here, you can actually wall jump up the right-hand side. And I'll have a frame-by-frame shortly showing that. Basically with this wall jump, you just want to stick to the right-hand side as much as possible. And yes, I know some people have gone up this shaft a lot quicker, but for me that's a pretty good speed. And also you can change your direction mid-air with the spin jump, and that's pretty nice. Don't worry about running out of missiles just yet, because, well, once you get the bomb, you'll see what I'm talking about. You can actually, well, this is our first, well, mini-boss of Planet Zebes, or Zebes, or however you want to pronounce it. I believe it's Terizo. And basically all you need to do is just diagonally shoot at him, and you can get missiles from the projectiles he tries to throw at you. So he's a very easy boss. This is going to be one of the few bosses where your basic beam will be able to damage him. In fact, I think it's the only boss where that happens. I could be wrong, though. If I am, you know, feel free to correct me, sure. Now, this is another trick that took me a while to figure out, and on the right-hand side is a frame-by-frame of how that happened, or how I managed to pull that off. If you time it just right, you can actually go upward as a morph ball at the apex of a jump. And sometimes you have to wall jump inside that shaft, and that's a little difficult to do, but I slowed down the game enough so I could practice it and I could figure out how to do it, so it wasn't too bad. Here, just get hit by these guys, these Zebesians, and walk through them as you're invincible, momentarily. It's not worth trying to defeat them at this point. Now this next area, Brinstar, it's a little more difficult than what we just faced in Criteria. Here, I've got a frame-by-frame that'll come up pretty soon about a morph ball, or a mock ball, and basically you press down as you're heading downward in a spin jump, and press down once you hit the ground, and you'll actually go forward with the same momentum as a morph ball as you're running. And that way you can get the super missiles early. Otherwise, you're going to have to face an enemy called Spore Spawn, and Spore Spawn takes ages to get rid of, even, well, with your regular missiles. Even with the super missile, it takes a while. Now, there's a way to one-shot Spore Spawn, but we'll probably deal with that in a bonus content video. And don't forget to go over to the right-hand side of this, by the way. There's a lot of little secrets like this in the game, if you're not aware. And of course, I'm going to give you a lot of spoilers in this game, so if you don't like that, sorry, but I'm already sequence breaking at this point, so that's the way it is. But it's very, it behooves us to get these super missiles early, trust me. It saves us probably 15 minutes of game time, or probably at least 10 minutes of game time to Spore Spawn. Which I think is the worst boss enemy in the game in terms of wasting time. So that's why a lot of speedrunners, well, all speedrunners will probably skip Spore Spawn. And there is a way to morph ball back out of that previous room that we were in, but for some reason I couldn't get it to work. So I wasn't able to shave off about 30 seconds there, or a minute there, but that's alright. There's still going to be plenty of tricks in this speedrun, especially when we get to Meridia, trust me. One of the methods to get past this was to do a mock ball and run past it, but I didn't find very much luck with that maneuver, so I just figured I might as well just go through it normally. Stay as a morph ball there and you avoid the enemies. And at this point we don't need that many super missiles and missiles. Thankfully, because the next boss enemy that we get to, there's actually going to be a shortcut in defeating him. And I'll explain that in the next video when we get to it. And don't forget to get your charge beam. Don't leave home without it. Now the run I copied actually doesn't get those missiles that I just got until it comes back out later in the game, but I figured I might as well get them now anyways. It doesn't really, you know, shave off that much time to get it now or later. Here I was just grabbing a couple of extra super missiles. And this is our route for this episode. So thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.